Hello, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. This episode, we're going to be taking on the mirror. I could talk. The murder mystery. Alright, let's talk to Baluk.
Achuta, wonga kun bistulpi kikuyana, tong patugas maktilia.
Who are you?
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi, wana kun bez ching palamule, tongking ba nunotak, tokning chatukune mulerabes. Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmoko. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Jedo badawana nidibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea.
What do you want me to do? And I'm sorry, we've been here for how long and we've never met this dude?
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotak. Tokning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tun. Chikun ita hodonga, yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo po runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nuno. Ka chikun ita hodonga, yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamu ka chikun ita hodonga yiking kuno pa mulera chikun.
Anything else I should do?
Di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotak. Muchashak pakat.
Okay, now, first off, we're going to...
What can I do?
No. Yes. So, we don't get those guys running around too much. You should actually be able to stay right here.
Greetings, Padawan. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kaldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handan Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What do you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Cathounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by cathounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there. And all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Okay. I just screwed up. I had the perfect advantage, and I could just click around, and I screwed it up.
Hakupa Chekopa. Ronda di Hotonga kun Hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tokning takum just miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chu. Jedabadawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Muchashak pakat.
It was cloudy, there was no sun.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yuma takum just miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank what Kachi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba. Muchashak pakat.
Alright, let's see if I can't get that middle ground again. Nope.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Wow, that's a little harsh.
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Pakupa Chekopa? Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulerachi. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking. Pakupa Chekopa? Takum just Miki Grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no nama paole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist. How can I be of further assistance?
I noticed something I was skipping down. Here you go.
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Okay.
Very well.
Seems to be
I will
it.
be here to assist you.
So Haddon is lying again.
Hakupa Chekopa? Hakupa Chekopa?
Washer's Handens.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona. Mujashak bakat. Kiye
And so
Is there any other information you need?
tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Okay. I believe that's all that we need.
Hakupa Chekopa? Gino. Tong abong sha umnina. Wanga kumbis king balemuraya.
It did not belong to the victim.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatu.
It's Haddon's blood. Clutching inside.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatu.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda ba the wana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunungya. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut.
No, they're both guilty.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatu. Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Shoni yo.
He thought he was cheating him in business.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yiking kun runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gon.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabang kachikun ita hodonga. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito.
Well done. I'm impressed. Not sure I could have done as well.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikuyana. Tong patugas mak.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad I found that spot again. I know it wasn't exactly the same spot, but... Okay, so... Like, comment, and subscribe. And, as always, may the force be with you.